We about to unite and make this money.
Hell yeah. Hey, D, you already know what the fuck going on.
Any CBI loyal to Jannard is an enemy.
Let me move your product in New York City, and I promise you I'll double with no moves moving.
Well. So it looks like we got some news. So Power. So we got this article from Deadline. So it's saying that Power Stars opening writers room for a new spinoff as Origins development progresses. So we already know that Power Origins are still going to be in that development stages, and we're not going to probably get anything no time soon. I would probably maybe towards the end of the year, maybe we should probably get something, like, if not like a teaser trailer, or at least something of what is to come for, like, like Ghost and Tommy. But let me know in the comment section down below, because I know some of y'all, I know not all of y'all, but I know some of y'all was like, y'all didn't like the fact that, or didn't want any more spinoffs. Y'all was like, all right, the Tommy show was Power Book 2 was good at some points, but everybody wanted something much more from it. But now that we're going to get this spinoff of Tariq and Tommy, so I got some ideas of what I was thinking about that probably could happen. Now, I'm probably predicting this maybe a little bit too far advanced into that future, but I could be completely wrong. But I'm thinking that if Tariq is going to come and help out Tommy, then I'm thinking one or two things is going to probably happen. Either the fallout is going to happen between Diamond and Tommy, because remember what we left off with. Okay, what was this shit? King Kilo, where he was like, oh, I think his nephew, cousin, or either his cousin or his nephew died, and D-Mac was the one that have killed him. And then that's when we seen like Diamond and Jannard like saying, well, D-Mac has to go, right? And we all know that Tommy's about family, and he was trying to get the family back together, but it's not going to go right for Tommy. It's not going to go right for Tommy in Chicago. And we do know that Diamond, like, that question kept on coming up, like, does Diamond really need Tommy? Does he really need Tommy? And then once he finds out the whole situation with, Maria, Miguel, and all this other shit, that question is still going to come up, like, he doesn't really need him. Because the thing is about, like, Diamond, don't hate the character. I actually like Diamond. Diamond is actually like a cool character, but Diamond is no Ghost. He's no Ghost though. And for people at the time, it was thinking that maybe Diamond was like a suitable Ghost, or he probably would have been like maybe like a second brother to Tommy. It's like, no, because Tommy haven't known Diamond that long as how he known Ghost for like 20 plus years or so. So it's like, no. And I think that if they do go with the story on if maybe Diamond and Jannard probably teaming up, would be like, well, we never really needed Tommy. Because when you really think about it, Tommy was like a stray dog. After the shit that happened in New York City, when there was no plug, there was no connect, Ghost died, there was really nothing for him left in New York, so he had no choice but to leave. And he was essentially a stray dog in Chicago. And then he finally made his home in Chicago. But then now that since everything is gonna, I guess, blow up, and he's no longer going to be in Chicago anymore, and we would have to assume he's going to go back to New York City. Question is he going to go back to, is he going to come back to New York City with Maria, or is he going to come back just alone? And then the war that happened in Chicago, is it going to follow Tommy into New York City? Which I'm strongly thinking, I would strongly see that, like, maybe his story will wrap up in Chicago, of him not being in Chicago, but then some of the threats that was in Chicago could follow him to New York City, which would only make sense though, because then it's like, it's a whole new war that's bringing in Tariq, and it's like these new people that Tariq maybe have never seen or dealt with before, because we don't know what's going to probably happen to like Diamond or Jannard. We don't really know. But again, if they follow him to New York City, hey, I'm all for it. But I know, again, some of y'all was like, another spinoff. We not fucking with Tariq like that. Some of y'all, right? And we just gonna have to wait and see, because a spinoff could lead to a lot of things. And some of the things that we haven't gotten in Power Book 2 Ghosts, we should get in this new spinoff, because the things that they couldn't finish, and it was kind of rushed in our opinion of season 4 of Power Book 2 Ghosts, where everything just happened. Like, Noma died and daughter died, and Tariq is now the new ghost, and it's like everything just felt rushed. If it didn't feel like how it was supposed to feel, but with this new spinoff, maybe they can start lining up some characters. They can start lining up a few things, and also they can bring back some characters that we haven't seen and that should get their revenge, like Paz and Elisa Marie. And I think it would make sense if Tommy's going to come back to New York, then it would only make sense for them to have two targets in mind, where they're going to try to come after Tariq and Tommy, which would make sense. It would make sense in the story. Now, if Maria comes along with Tommy, then I think we could probably see Maria catching the bullet from either Paz or maybe Elisa Marie, in a sense, to know that, well, this is Tommy's new woman. This is the best way to get to Tommy, get through her. I mean, hey, it's a lot that they could probably do, but I'm banking on them having like Elisa Marie and Paz coming back for revenge against both Tariq and Tommy, and more other new threats that should come to New York City as well, because since Tariq has like a whole system set up, it would only make sense for the people from Chicago to show up. Maybe Chinadu didn't really have anybody looking for, but they could probably write that into the story or into the show as well, like, well, there was somebody from Chinadu's past that's been looking for him as well, or some shit could happen, right? There's a lot of things that they could do, and then they could bring back like the whole fucking, what you call it, the dead police force and the dead task force of Rodriguez and that other woman. They they could bring them back, and it's just like, okay, like they could just bring back the whole crew. They could just bring back the whole crew. Now, the big question would be too is what is they gonna do with Don Carter? Because I know they put him away, he's in prison, but I feel like he had more to offer as well as a character, because again, like what happened to his wife? Like, we didn't see any backstory. We heard, but we didn't get much on his wife. And it's just like, why did he have his wife's clothes in his home? It seemed a little weird. It's like, we needed more. So I highly doubt they're gonna probably give us anything on him, or if he will be ever seen again. He should, which we hope his story isn't fully finished, but we shall see. And I was gonna say Andrew Tate. Rashard Tate will always be back. He will always, because Tariq is always gonna need this man for something. Rashard Tate he's never going anywhere. So Rashard Tate, most definitely, we're gonna probably see him in like this new spinoff. Other characters that we haven't quite seen in a long time should come back. I mean, there was talks at a time about Cristobal. Cristobal been going for a while now. It's like, we can bring back Cristobal, have a whole damn party, but I highly doubt that. I highly doubt they'll probably bring back Cristobal. But I mean, if they want to make like this new spinoff decent or at least good, then they have to give us like something to make some of the power fans actually care. Because like I said, I know some of y'all, not all of y'all, because I know some of y'all is looking forward to like this new show. Like, oh, we got like Tariq and Tommy, like, they're gonna be working together. How this like dynamic is gonna go, like what's gonna happen? I'm like, sure, right? We're gonna see, sure. Like, it's gonna probably be interesting, because seeing how, like, again, this spinoff is gonna come in 2026. They, the writers is already gonna be putting together like some new ideas, some creative ideas of how they're gonna like put this show together. And again, it might be interesting. But I think for the story going forward, you're gonna have to bring like some characters from Chicago to New York City, because Chicago is hot. Like, I know they're gonna wrap it up in season 3, but Chicago is hot. Like, it's so many gangs, so much stuff happening in Chicago. So I think it only is fair if you was to bring that stuff to like New York City. Now, another character as well will be D-Mac, because if D-Mac does somehow makes it out and he doesn't get killed off, then I think we would probably see like a D-Mac and Tariq, because I know everybody wanted to see that as well, including me, because I was like, how would that be? Because D-Mac is actually a smart guy, but the way he does things is kind of stupid. So I wouldn't mind if you would have maybe all three of them. Like, you probably might have D-Mac, maybe Maria if she's alive, and Tommy. Maybe all three of them that can come to New York together. It could happen, right? And then maybe JP gets a bullet. Maybe he gets a bullet or something. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But there's a lot of things that they could do with Tommy's story. I guess the big question is at the end is, well, where is Diamond's loyalties gonna stand? Is he gonna still be okay with Tommy, or is he gonna say, you know what? He caused me too much headaches. I don't really know his moves. Fuck it. Kill him too. Fuck it. Kill him too. And that shit would be fucking wild as well if we see like Diamond turn on Tommy or some shit. Because like I said, I like Diamond's character. Diamond is a solid dude. I like Diamond, but that question just keeps coming up. It's like, do he really need Tommy? Even though Tommy helped him with the coalition, right? Everybody's all working together. But it's like, if Tommy's causing all his problems, it could get in his head and be like, well, we got the coalition. We don't really need him anymore. Just kill D-Mac and Tommy and everything is good, right? That question could come up and Diamond could probably be thinking about some things, but we don't know and we shall see, because we got into like what, September? I think when season 3 comes out. I think what, September? So it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while. And then after that, then this new show, whatever it's gonna be. Well, we know it's gonna be, but oh yeah, I forgot about Diana. Yeah, because she's at the end of like season 4, she was already like getting, like she want to get in the game now. Like she truly want to throw in her hat and she really wants to get it. Meanwhile, Drew wants to leave and Kane is missing. So, and she's kind of like the odd one out. So, yeah, sure. Fuck it, sure. But as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I catch you all in the next one.